UAV operators of the 5th Guards Brigade of the 36th Army of Group Vostok reportedly hit a position where the repeater antenna was deployed. A mortar and machine gun position of the Ukrainian armed forces was detected in the Kharkiv region. Russian reconnaissance drone operators then monitored and recorded the movement of the position for some time. Then the coordinates were reported to the attack drone operators, and an attack drone flew to the detected position. It hit the position hard. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like. A house with ammunition and equipment was detected on the southern front. The coordinates were then transmitted to attack drone operators. The operators sent a drone with powerful explosives into the house used as a warehouse. As a result of a violent explosion, the house was destroyed. In modern warfare, it seems unlikely to stop drones for now. Leave your thoughts in the comments. The 35th Guards Artillery of the 64th Guards of the 64th Army of the Vostok Group is working on its strongholds in the Pologskoye direction. The drone operator views the target area from the air and detects enemy positions, vehicles, or positions. Thanks to the GPS and imaging systems on the drone, the precise coordinates, latitude, longitude of the target are determined. The artillery commander checks the received coordinates on the map and determines the appropriate ammunition and firing angle according to the target type. After the first shot, the drone observes again, tracks the fall of the projectile and, if necessary, gives correction instructions to the operator, such as further, to the right, to the left. This process continues with a fire observation correction cycle. The Uragan MLRS calculations of the Air Force Artillery Brigade destroyed combat vehicles and positions of the armed forces of Ukraine and disrupted the distribution of reserves to the front line in the Kursk border region. The BM-27 Uragan is a 220mm multi-barrel rocket launcher system, MLRS, developed by the Soviet Union. Developed in the early 1970s, it entered service in 1975. It is mounted on an 8x8 ZIL-135 heavy truck chassis. Russia frequently used Uragans during the Ukrainian war. The Army's aviation helicopters destroyed the firing points, shelters of the armed forces of Ukraine with a precise hit with one hit. In the Kursk border region, 3 cars were reduced to scrap metal as a result of precision strikes by FPV drone operators. These vehicles performed their last mission before the attack, because Russian drones destroyed them. Having completed their mission, these vehicles were parked and camouflaged, but they still could not escape the eyes of the Russian reconnaissance drone operators. The drones approached slowly. They took aim and attacked. Russian UAV operators repel tanks and armored vehicles trying to approach the positions of the Russian armed forces. Drones fly non-stop over the battlefield. Russian FPV drones found a German Leopard tank in the middle of the road. The tank appears to have been abandoned after a previous attack. The drones came to terminate the tank's mission, and one drone was enough to scrap the tank. Then, in the same direction, the crew's other armored vehicle was also scrapped as a result of drone attacks. A self-propelled howitzer of the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed by a Russian FPV drone. UAV operators of the 37th Guards of the 36th Army of the Vostok Group detected movement in the basement of a house. An attack drone was then sent to the basement. The first attack drone broke the door. The second attack drone also entered the basement. Kursk direction. Operators of the 106th Division destroyed the mortar unit's position with a single hit. Kursk direction. The 106th Division operators destroyed the mortar unit's position with a single hit. Drones continue to be the eyes of the Army day and night. An FPV drone flew directly into a minibus in the village of Pisarevka. In the Kursk direction, positions in trenches and bunkers were heavily damaged and destroyed by successive attacks by FPV drones. This Russian FPV drone was carrying heavy explosive ammunition. In this way, it can seriously damage the bunker and a lot of equipment inside. Be sure to write your thoughts about FPV drones in the comments. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like. The positions identified in the village of Poreknoe Guevo in the Kursk region were fired upon one after another. The tension in the Kursk region continues to intensify. Russian reconnaissance drone operators spotted a warehouse where the Ukrainian armed forces temporarily parked their armored vehicles. Immediately, attack drones were launched, and the vehicles in the warehouse were destroyed. The parked tracked armored personnel carrier was scrapped as a result of 2 drone attacks. A camouflaged tank in a forested area was destroyed by 2 FPV drone attacks. An armored vehicle parked and camouflaged inside a slightly damaged house was detected. The door was broken in the first attack. In the second attack, the armored vehicle was slightly damaged. After the third and fourth attack, the armored vehicle was destroyed. Fighters of the 34th Separate Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade in the Kursk region are directly hitting positions buried in the ground. These bunkers, which are used as temporary deployments or temporary shelters, become very visible when it snows. This makes them very easy to detect and hit. Although FPV drones cannot cause destructive damage to such bunkers under the ground, we can say that they still cause damage. For example, communication devices may be damaged as a result of the explosion of the FPV drone's ammunition. Kharkiv direction. A cold and snow-covered day. Russian reconnaissance drone operators continue reconnaissance. Several pickups, armored vehicles, and Humvees of the Ukrainian armed forces were destroyed. As a result of good and precise calculations of the drones, the targets are hit precisely. The armored vehicle on the bridge was destroyed by fire as a result of successive drone strikes. In the direction of Kharkiv, drones continue to attack all targets without a break. There may be unexpected attacks in war, and this is the nature of war, but the attacks of drones are really unexpected. The detected camouflaged pickup truck was destroyed with a powerful explosion by 2 FPV drones. The camouflaged off-road vehicle was destroyed by burning with a single hit of the FPV drone. Detected houses and basements used as temporary deployments were destroyed by powerful ammunition of FPV drones. Soldiers use temporary accommodation because operational requirements and strategic needs sometimes require a short-term concentration of military presence in a particular area. The need for rapid response, operations and training, effective use of resources, security and defense objectives. The Ukrainian Armed Forces UAV checkpoint was detected and attacked before its drones could take off. Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe and like. The Ukrainian Armed Forces UAV checkpoint was detected and attacked before its drones could take off. An 82mm mortar position belonging to the Ukrainian Armed Forces was detected in the southern lower part of Chasiv Yar. Mortars are regularly fired in this area. Russian reconnaissance drones fly over this area and detect positions. The coordinates are then transmitted to attack drones. As far as I can see in the video, the mortar position is camouflaged and no soldiers are visible in the vicinity. What do you think could be the reason for this? The mortar was destroyed as a result of the FPV drone attack. In the Kupiansk region, the BMP-2 hit a mine, and the crew abandoned the armored combat vehicle. A drone loaded with incendiary ammunition was sent to completely destroy the heavily damaged BMP-2. The drone operator attempted to target the open hatch and successfully passed the ammunition through the hatch. After the explosion of the incendiary ammunition, the vehicle was destroyed by fire. While burning, the ammunition inside the armored vehicle exploded. Near the village of Stupaki, Russian reconnaissance drone operators detected a mortar position. The fiber-optic drone operators of the 27th Artillery Regiment of the 6th Division immediately sent an attack drone. In the first attack, the camouflage was destroyed and mortars appeared. In the second attack, the drone dived directly at the mortar and destroyed it.